There's nothing. There's nothing I can do. I got orbs. I got poltergeist. I got predators. Predators jumping across the trees. I got skinwalkers shooting out of the tree line. I got medical. I got transformers crawling underneath the grass. What am I gonna do here? I got no. I stand no chance, Scott.
Yeah, man, it's wild, dude. It's insane. I would go. Brandon Fugel, if you ever see this, take me out there because I want to see this place for myself.
If I ever bump into that dude, man, and I get the elevator. If I get a 30-second elevator speech, man, I'll get you on Skinwalker Ranch, man. I will. I'll get you on there, man. I said, look, I got somebody. I'll even have to say it's a, I'll do what I got to do to get you there, bro.
Yeah,
so,
me
look,
on, man.
So here's some questions for you before we wrap it up, right?
Yeah, man.
All right. Out of everything we talked about, right, what scares you the most out of all these things, right? Like if you had to, the one thing you wouldn't want to face, right? Like,
that's a really good question. The fact that one orb liquidated his 3 dogs
yeah, right.
is a very aggressive.
Yeah.
So I think that one's probably pretty scary to me. But it's all scary because whatever it can kill you instantaneously.
Yeah.
Whatever this phenomena is, and it just chooses to talk 20 feet above your head.
Yeah, like looking down on you.
Like, so the whole thing is scary, but I think the liquidating the dogs thing is so aggressive.
You know what that reminds me of too, Scott? Is the Detlov Pass incident. I forget the tribe that was in that area. That mountain that they were beside they literally called it the Mountain of Death. It had orange orbs. It said orange orbs, and the Detlov. Are you familiar with the Detlov Pass incident? The hikers.
No, I'm not. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, so the Detlov Pass incident was we did a show about this. It was I want to say it was 9 hikers, experienced hikers. Well, they weren't even hikers. They were mountaineers, right? They were taking their level 3 mountaineer test, and it was in Russia, and they were going along this route, and they were camped out, and they were well prepared, and then something in the middle of the night caused them to cut their tent open from the inside and bolt, naked, no shoes, and then, they had these very strange, they all died, they all passed away. They had radiation on them, which Skinwalker Ranch has radiation levels on them. Some of their tongues were removed, their eyes were removed. They had blunt force trauma to their head and chest that was so powerful that it would take like 10 car wrecks to do it. And the natives, they said that, the guardians, well, the spirits of the mountain, basically these orange orbs. And that was the same thing you were talking about, like, but they didn't liquidate. It wasn't reported that it was liquidated there. But yeah, man, like those orange orbs, that was it. But for me, as those wolves, man, I don't want to mess with those wolves, man. Like, that's for me, that's the thing. Like the thing across the tree, the predator, there were 2 guys standing there, and it is very strange. He went for the guy that was meditating. That is so weird.
Yeah, like why?
What was he doing to irritate you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? And so, like, and the other guy just stood there, nothing happened to me. Like, that wouldn't, in the orbs, I'd be like, okay. Poltergeist, I'd be like, oh, I'm leaving. But like a bobblehead murder wolf, like, I don't want no part of that, man. you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want no part of that, man. So, okay.
Yeah, man.
All right, so here I wrote down another question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
All right, so let me get on here. Let's go right here. The machinery underground, right? So you are serious, like, UFOs, man. Like, the fight, the struggle, the classifications, this stuff inside and out, right? And you also, the underground bases that go with it or whatever. What do you think that was? Like, what like, what's your like a guesstimate on what could that be? What is that?
And that's what's so strange about this, is that the sounds coming from underground was reaction
Yeah.
to them digging on the earth.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what's so puzzling to me is whatever that machinery is, what the hell is it doing that it needs to do that whenever they disturb the earth?
Yeah.
And I do not understand what that is. If this is all aliens and extraterrestrial stuff with the UFOs and all that stuff, and there's some kind of alien like dwelling base or something going on underground there, why is it responding to them digging?
Yeah. It's like, so
I don't get. They're afraid that they're going to dig so deep that they're going to get to where their like base is at or whatever. But like, they're trying to like, fill in the hole. Like, I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Exactly. Yeah, they digging. Yeah, so and again, the very first thing you were talking about in the podcast is when they bought this ranch. Like in the contract, it was like, "Yo, don't dig." So like, that's again, that is so. That alone is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't dig. Like, so I'm sure that like you probably had a well for water. You had a septic tank out there. It's like you're not connected to like city water. So they're saying don't dig. And this is a ranch. It's a working ranch, right? Don't dig. I'm like, okay. And then they do dig, and all hell breaks loose. And then you literally hear machinery under the ground. That is so weird, man.
It's wild, dude. It's so crazy. I mean, if I saw that in a contract, if I was buying a property, and the contract said don't dig, the first thing I'm gonna do is ask why.
Yeah. Why? Yeah.
I don't know why there was no exchange of information there, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dang, what was the guy's name? Come on, Sherman. I mean, like, how hype were you just to get this property, man? Like, I'll sign whatever, right? Just don't dig. I walked into a house one time when I was house hunting way back in the day. I was actually walked in there, and it was a 3-story house. I went upstairs, and we were, doing the open house or whatever. I thought the house was pretty cool. I get to the top of the stairs, and I noticed that there was a deadbolt lock on one of the doors in the back, and the key was on my side. So so it had to be opened by a key, and that freaked me out so bad I left. I'm not even I wouldn't buy a house with one extra deadbolt on the door, right? Like, what's going on behind that door? I'm out, right?
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.